Hi Libra, welcome back to Omkaratarot and to your week ahead. Libra, this is going to be from the 24th to the 30th of November, last week of November, and the major arcana, the major influence that will be around you, Libra, is the magician. So either you'll have all the tools you require to do whatever you want, or you'll be seen as a magician, or you're manifesting something. I have no clue. I'm going to clarify this. Spirit, please give me one card for each day, Monday to Sunday, and tell me why this magical energy surrounds Libra for the last week of November. One card for each day, and then we'll clarify them as required. And a warm welcome back to all my subscribers. Welcome in, newcomers. Libra, Spirit, Libra, 24th to the 30th, Monday to Sunday. And for Monday, we have the Eight of Swords, Tuesday, the High Priestess, Wednesday, the Seven of Wands, Justice, Moon, Page of Wands, and the Six of Wands. All right, bottom of my deck, I have the Five of Pentacles. You are worrying for nothing. From what I feel, I think this week, from what I'm seeing, you're going to start off by a lot of stress and worry and anxiety and sleepless nights and blah, 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 whatever. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. But Spirit is saying, use your gut, use your intuition. You already know what to do. And all you have to do is stand up for yourself. You have to maybe learn to say no. You have to not allow people to bombard you with their requests, maybe. The minute you start to stand up for yourself, well, you're going to create balance and justice in your life. That's when all the stress and anxiety will go away. So I think this is going to be the week where you are, even though you're a little afraid of doing what you're doing, which I think you should, it's going to bring you a lot of peace. In fact, it's going to start a new way that Libra is going to live their life from now on. It's like, yeah, I want my peace. I'm no longer interested in anybody else's bullshit or chaos. I'm going to learn to start to say no. I'm the magician of my own life and I make my rules and regulations. That's my first thought. Of course, I'm going to clarify all these cards for you. So let's begin. Spirit, tell me. Let's start with Monday. Eight of Swords, what is Libra thinking and overthinking and stressing and worrying and not sleeping at night? Yeah, it's like, you're bombarded with guests or, people wanting your attention. Maybe your children are bothering you. I want this and I want that. Or you have people coming in maybe for the holidays or something, and you're craving your peace. You just want to be left alone. You don't want this chaos to happen in your life, and that's what's maybe giving you some stress and anxiety. So Tuesday, high priestess, Ten of Wands. Yes, see what Spirit is trying to say, use your intuition. You don't have to comply to everything, you don't have to take everybody's responsibility. Ten of Wands in reverse. My mother used to always tell me, this is, the biggest problem in life is when people comply too much, because the more you bend, the easier it becomes for people to walk all over you. So I have a feeling on Tuesday, you're going to be very selective about who you invest in, how much you invest in, and I think this is going to be the week where you start to learn to say no to any unwanted requests. So Wednesday, Seven of Wands, Seven of Wands. Seven of Wands. Yep. The minute you start to say no, stand up for yourself. Yes. The minute you put a brake on that, wheel, which is forever grinding, where you are always grinding and doing everything, I think you're going to feel so much lighter and so much happier. This is Libra standing up for themselves and learning to say, namaste, no, I'm not going to do everything. I'm not going to comply to everybody's wishes. That's when on Thursday you start to feel, hey, this is not bad. Things are actually working out in my favor. I feel better. I feel balanced. Yes, I'm glad I listened to my intuition. I can at least, give myself a pat on the back now, because I deserve my time. I've worked very hard to get myself where I want, and I don't have to be the decision maker or the provider or this or that for everybody to take advantage of me. It's almost like that. So tell me about the Justice card, Spirit. Yep, star. You will actually be admired for standing up for yourself, Libra. People always look up to people who know their worth and value. Not only are you feeling happier, not only are you feeling, yes, I'm glad I guided myself to be able to say no, but you will also be admired by the rest. That is when the magician energy comes in. Now we have the magician once again. So you have the right, Libra, this week not to get stressed, not to say, take on everybody's burdens. Stand up for yourself. Be very mindful of what and who you invest in and how much you invest in. Try and create some balance and some peace for yourself, because tell yourself, I worked hard to be in this place and I deserve this. So what about Friday then, Spirit? Why the Moon card? Why the Moon card? Five of Swords in reverse, okay. And the Chariot in reverse. Yeah, there is a bit of guilt. You will kind of feel a little guilty because maybe, you're not used to saying no or something. You may feel a little bad as well about, putting up strong boundaries or something. But actually, it's going to work out in your favor. Somewhere I feel the peace that you're going to feel after you take this decision is going to be much larger than that fear that you, or sadness that you feel a little bit. Oh, I should have, somebody just wanted this and I said no, or I stopped this person from doing this or something like that. But you'll realize that actually people are compliant to your wishes. That is when you'll start to feel happy. What about Saturday, Spirit? Page of Wands. What's the Page of Wands? Page of Wands. Yeah, nothing has changed. Nothing has changed. Even though you may have been worried that yes, people around you are going to be upset, or they're going to be angry, or things may go backwards, or something, they won't respect you or something like that. But actually now is going to be the time where you will reach the top, or you will be respected, or you will like all your, I don't know how to explain this. Somewhere you always felt that you had to do more to get to that level of respect, right? And the more you did, the more overwhelmed you were becoming. But now on Sunday, see, you have the Six of Swords. You will feel, yes, now I'm feeling much more peaceful. I'm now sailing off towards a nice, peaceful, maybe holiday time, because I have learned to protect my energy. Tell me about the Eight of Swords. Sorry, Six of Swords. Six of Swords. Four of Cups. You can take some time out to yourself. I think there was a bit of fear, Libra, that the rest would be unhappy. The rest would, not be compliant or happy with this decision of yours. But I have a feeling the peace that you will get after being able to say no would be much, much, much greater. So if there are people around you who are not happy with your decision, well, they were not right for you anyway. You'll actually feel much happier without their presence. Let's say I'm having a party and I have to call, if I call my aunt and uncle, then I have to call their nieces and nephews, and I have to then call their children, and I put my foot down and say, it's only a party for 20 people, only my aunt and uncle are invited. So yes, initially you may feel that people are going to feel bad, or people are going to be angry with you, but finally you're going to realize that those people were not important in your life anyway. The people who may be angry with you that they were not invited, you're actually in a much more peaceful place without them, because they were never part of your growth in the first place. And the people who are important, they will look at you with respect, admiration for you being able to stand up for yourself, and you yourself are going to feel much more peaceful. So okay, so give them an affirmation, Spirit. Give them an affirmation which can help them to not people please this upcoming week. Librans are actually quite famous for wanting to make everybody happy, and it almost sometimes also called people pleasers. So don't be that. It'll give you a lot of peace and happiness. Yeah, Spirit also says the same thing. See, your affirmation is detachment. I release everyone and everything. My spirit is free. According to the spiritual law, you can have anything your heart desires. However, if your happiness or sense of security or feeling of purpose depends on someone or something in your life, then you're attached to that person or thing, and it is a chain that binds you to a low frequency and keeps you stuck. Your guidance is to ask your angels to help you to cut the cords that tie you to people, things, and emotions. When all attachments are released, you can no longer be manipulated emotionally. This enables you to reclaim your power and be genuine. Free your spirit and that of others. Let go now. All right, so that's what I have for you, Libra. Have a wonderful week ahead. Love and light. Take care. Namaste.